Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're looking at another action figure vehicle, and this is the Arrow ATV, which is part of the Final Faction series of action figures that are sold at Dollar Tree stores. So this is sold in two parts, basically the ATV itself, and then there's this weapons and armor pack that's sold separately. And these are each $1.25. So basically for $2.50, you have an entire vehicle with all the armor pieces and everything. So that's a pretty good deal. And later on in the video, I want to show you how this is compatible with the action figures in the line, and also with other action figures like ones from Star Wars that are done in the same 3 3/4 inch scale. And I'm also going to show you some of the accessory sets that are sold in this line as well. So each of these is $1.25, again, sold at Dollar Tree stores. And so this is the heavy arms set, and you can see on the back of the package, they give a detailed write-up on each of these weapons. And then we have this covert ops set. Again, lots of different gear in this particular set, and they give a write-up on everything that's included here. So that's pretty cool. And then also, this is the Air Assault set. I picked up two of these because this is specifically designed for the mech characters. And I actually have two of the mechs in my collection. And you can see on the back of the package is a write-up on all the things that are included with this accessory set as well. And in terms of the Arrow ATV, on the back of the package, they give a write-up of the various details of this. They show the various parts. And you can see down here how they preview the weapons and armor kit, which I also have. So I'll attach all this stuff to the vehicle as well, so we can have a fully armored version of the ATV. And you can see details on all the elements that are included with this set and where they position themselves on the ATV itself. So all this looks really cool in the package, but I'm anxious to get all this out of the package and get it all put together. And so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so we have this vehicle out of the package and assembled now. And I gotta say, for $2.50, this is pretty impressive in terms of what you're getting. And it did take a little bit of time to assemble, but they do provide you with very detailed instructions on how to do it. The Arrow ATV actually provides this instruction sheet showing you the various parts and how it all goes together and the sequence in which you need to assemble things. And there's also an instruction sheet with the armor pieces. The only thing I would say, give a little bit of advice in terms of assembling it. When you're at this stage, if you're going to assemble the thing with the armor pieces in place, when you're at this stage before you attach the roll cage to the bottom of the car, I would go ahead and attach the armor pieces, because I found it a lot easier to actually clip them into place when the roll cage was removed from the bottom of the vehicle. So just a little bit of advice if you are going to fully assemble this vehicle the way you see it here. And the only thing I would say is there is one piece that seems like it might be prone to falling off, and that is this bumper piece. It's actually only attached in two places, right there and right there. So that seems like the one part that might be prone to falling off, but it seems to be securely in place. I can shake the vehicle and it's not falling off at this point. So I think for now it's fine. And as you can see, with all the armor pieces in place, this is a pretty intimidating looking vehicle, and certainly decked out with a lot of weaponry as well. There's two guns on here, and these rotate as well, so you can reposition them. And then there's this large piece back here that rotates on an axis as well. So yeah, you've got a lot of firepower on this vehicle. And it is a one-seater for a single figure, but what you'll notice is there's two little pegs back here, which allows a character to stand on the back of it and actually man these guns. So that's very cool, and I'm going to go ahead and put a couple figures in here to show you what that looks like. Okay, so I've got two of the Final Faction action figures in this vehicle now, and I put Steadfast in the driver's seat, and you can see he is holding onto the controls just fine. He sits in there in a reasonable fashion. And then you got Steel on the back of this, and you can see I pegged his feet into those little pegs here, and I've got him manning that big gun on the back of the vehicle. So as you can see, fully compatible, obviously, with the action figures that are in this line. And I want to show you also that it is compatible with other 3 3/4 inch action figures. So let's go ahead and put a Star Wars action figure in this vehicle. Okay, so here you can see I put my Mandalorian Din Djarin figure in the driver's seat of this vehicle, and you can see he fits in there perfectly, and yes, you can hold on to the controls as well. So as you can see, in terms of compatibility with other action figure lines, this vehicle is totally appropriate to mix and match with any of your 3 3/4 inch action figures, including Star Wars. So yeah, that looks great. Okay, so I've taken the accessories and put them on various figures. And in terms of the Air Assault set, these wings that you see here that I positioned on the Churro mech, you can see you can put them in different places. I put them on the shoulders of this figure, and then I put the 2 leg boosters on his back. But in terms of how you customize this, it's really up to you. The pieces in the Air Assault set seem to be particularly geared towards the ACRM mech, because you can see there the leg boosters here on the back, and then this one back piece right here seems to be designed specifically for this figure because it's got 2 peg holes. I can show you what that looks like. So, and that really only works on this figure. So yeah, that seems specifically designed to this. And then again, you can position the wings in various places. I put them on the shoulders of the figure. And then these weapons, these can basically be positioned in various places, either on the outside of the arm or on the top of the arm. So yeah, you've got a lot of flexibility in terms of how you customize these. And again, there's lots and lots of little peg holes on this figure. So theoretically, you could position these accessories in many different configurations. And then in terms of the various weapons, you can see Amari is holding this sort of launcher. Interesting thing about this, there's actually a hole where you could tie a string to it. So this could be like a little grappling hook kind of thing. So you could tie a string on here and then tie a string to here. So they don't provide that, but in terms of customizing it, yes, you could actually make that sort of like a grappling hook launcher if you wanted to. And then she's holding on to another weapon here. And then I also gave her this jetpack on her back. So yeah, those accessory sets give you the ability to sort of add a lot of interest to these figures. Here we have Steadfast, and he's actually wielding this weapon that sort of rests on the shoulder. And then you can see there's a little eye scope right here where you can actually aim it. So that's kind of cool. And I also gave him one of the guns from the Air Assault set and positioned that on his arm. So yeah, in terms of being able to, customize these in different ways, yeah, there's lots of different possibilities. Also included is this little hoverboard, and I put shift on that. And I also gave her the knife weapon that came in one of the accessory sets. So you can see what that looks like. So that's pretty cool. And there's also this drone, which doesn't have any attachment points to any of the figures or anything like that. But it is cool as an accessory. Basically, sculpting on it is pretty interesting. No paintwork or anything on it, but it is kind of a cool kind of accessory that they could use as they're battling the Karn. So here on Steel, I've given him a couple of weapons too. So in this hand, you can see he's got sort of a handheld gun there. And then on his shoulder here, he's got sort of this rocket launcher. And this one also includes the little eye scope as well. So, and this rocket launcher, the rocket is actually removable. So you can see that pops out of there and inserts back in there. So that's really cool. And yeah, that's a way to sort of accessorize this character. And then in terms of Ruck, I gave him 2 weapons as well. So you can see he's got like a Gatling gun and then also a sort of heavy assault rifle. And I also gave him the headgear. This headgear only seems to work on certain characters. I think it fit the best on him, but even on his head, it's a little bit loose. So there's somewhat limited compatibility in terms of that headgear. So it's only going to work for certain characters. And then in terms of these accessories, they're not just compatible with the Alpha Team. You can actually attach one of these weapons to the arm on this drone Karn figure, because you can see there's holes in either sides of the arm of this figure. So yeah, I took the weapon from the Air Assault set and positioned that on the side of his arm. So yeah, you can actually use these accessories for other characters. And in terms of other action figure lines, Some of these weapons will work with Star Wars figures as well. So as you can see, I have one of the pistols that came with scope being held by Mando. And this is another weapon that came with the Final Faction series. So you can see that he can hold on to that one too. So in terms of scale and everything, yes, some of these weapons will work with Star Wars figures as well. So they are very futuristic looking in terms of the weaponry. So yeah, it kind of works in terms of any kind of sci-fi themed action figures. That's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more reviews of action figure vehicles in the future, or if you'd like to see more reviews of Final Faction stuff, because I will be picking up more of it in the future, think about subscribing to the channel because I will be covering more of this kind of stuff in the future. Until next time, I hope you're having a great day, and thanks for watching.